Welcome to the Deep Dive. Today we're getting into something you might just walk past in a store, but it's actually a really interesting story about how things work in the market. We're looking at the Insignia 40-inch F40 series Smart Fire TV.
Yeah, and our goal today is to sort of pull back the curtain on this TV. What's its deal? Where did it come from? And maybe most importantly, who is it really for? We're going to cut through the specs and talk about what actually matters for you.
Okay, so Insignia. It sounds like just another TV brand, doesn't it?
Yeah.
But it's not quite like that. It's not some independent company.
Right. Insignia is actually Best Buy's main in-house brand. It's their private label.
Their own line.
Exactly. And there's a smart strategy there for Best Buy. Two things, really. One, they can offer stuff at really competitive prices, take on the big names. And two, they make better profit margins on these than selling, say, a Sony or Samsung.
Makes sense.
Their whole mission, they say, is dependable, affordable products with all the features you need. And the way they do it is pretty standard, actually. They don't build them themselves. They contract it out.
To who? Like big manufacturers?
Yeah, big OEMs, original equipment manufacturers. Companies like Hinnanzens or TCL often make these, which means you're getting hardware from folks who know what they're doing, even on a budget. That's why it's seen as a reliable, cheap option.
Okay, that clarifies the brand part, but here's where it got really interesting for me. The Amazon connection. You wouldn't automatically pair Best Buy and Amazon, right? They often seem like competitors.
Totally. But back in 2018, they announced this multi-year strategic partnership. And that's why these Insignia TVs, this F40 series included, run Amazon's Fire TV system right out of the box.
Natively. So it's like co-opetition. Is that the term?
Exactly that. Co-opetition. Best Buy gets a really solid, mature, smart TV platform, Fire TV, without spending a ton on R&D. Lets them compete better with Roku TVs, Google TVs.
And Amazon
gets prime real estate, physical retail space. People like to see TVs before they buy them, touch the remote, check the interface. So Best Buy stores become this huge showroom for the Fire TV ecosystem. The Insignia TV is basically the Trojan horse carrying Amazon's software.
Wow. Okay. Let's shift then to the TD itself. This specific model, the NS-40F401NA26, what are we actually looking at?
All right, specs time. It's a 40-inch screen. Resolution is 1080p full HD, so 1920 by 1080 pixels.
Standard HD, not 4K.
Right. Standard 60 hertz refresh rate, too. And it uses a direct lit LED backlight.
Which is decent for budget models, right?
Yeah.
Better brightness, uniformity sometimes?
Yeah, compared to Edge lit at this price. And then the smart stuff, it's all Fire TV OS. Comes with the Alexa voice remote, which is pretty handy. And it supports Apple AirPlay, too, for mirroring from iPhones and iPads.
What about plugging things in? Connectivity?
It's actually pretty good for the price point. You get 2 HDMI ports. One of them has ARC audio return channel.
Oh, good for soundbars. Simplifies things.
Yep. Plus a USB port, digital optical audio out. And get this, a 3.5 millimeter headphone jack.
Oh, nice. Those are disappearing.
Tell me about it. It also mentions DTS Virtual-X sound. That's software trying to give you a kind of virtual surround sound from the TV speakers.
Okay, so the big hitters missing are 4K resolution and HDR support. High dynamic range.
Exactly. Those are the main trade-offs on the picture side for hitting this price.
So, it makes you wonder, a 1080p TV now feels a bit basic. Who's actually buying this?
Well, think about it.
Yeah.
It's perfect if you need a second TV.
Like for a bedroom. Or the kitchen.
Exactly. Bedroom, kitchen, maybe a kid's room, a dorm room, or just if you're really watching your budget for the main TV. It's part of this whole good enough trend we see in tech.
The good enough revolution, yeah.
For a 40-inch screen viewed from a normal distance, 1080p is honestly fine. You wouldn't really notice 4K much. And if your household already uses Alexa, Fire tablets, that sort of thing, it just slots right in. Very seamless.
Okay, but there are always trade-offs with budget gear, right?
Yeah.
Performance.
That's the main one, yeah. Well, the picture's fine for what you pay. The Fire TV interface itself might feel a little sluggish.
Like navigating menus, opening apps?
Yeah, you might notice a bit of lag. The processor inside is built for cost, not speed. It works, but it won't feel super zippy.
And what about how long it lasts? Reliability.
That's the other big question, isn't it? Budget TVs, their lifespan can vary. You typically see estimates around 40,000 to 60,000 hours of use. These might be on the lower end of that.
So that's like 4.5 to 7 years, maybe, with average watching.
Roughly, yeah. And it's no accident that Best Buy pushes those affordable protection plans, right? It acknowledges that trade-off. You save money up front, but it might not last as long as a premium TV. It's a calculated balance.
Okay, so summing it all up then, the Insignia NS-40F401NA26. It seems like a really strong value proposition, but for a specific type of buyer. You get a decent screen married to a really capable smart system thanks to Amazon. Right, but you need to go in knowing the limitations. The interface speed, the lack of 4K HDR, and potentially a shorter lifespan than you'd get spending more.
It really makes you think.
It does. And maybe that's the final thought for you, the listener. When you pick out a smart TV these days, are you mostly buying the screen, the display technology, or are you really buying into that whole digital ecosystem, the software, the voice assistant, the apps? And how do you personally weigh saving money now against maybe needing to replace it sooner? Something to chew on.